Hello, everyone. It's Darlene. Just wanted to take a few minutes of your time and to talk about a few things. This week, I was paying attention to my surroundings and I saw these two people who looked like they were going camping and they had looked like um some belongings, not a whole lot, in a tent. They were outside of the town in which I live. A couple of days later, I noticed that they had set up their tents out there. And today, because of my curiosity, I just kind of pulled up and just sat there in my car and just looked for a few moments. And then I snapped the picture that you'll see as the thumbnail of this video. What caught my attention was that I started thinking about how we have changed, how the world has changed, how even though we say things are getting better, things really seem to be getting worse. How when I was a little girl, you may have seen one or maybe two people homeless, and you may have seen it more in big cities, but really was not so much aware of it in small places. But now it seems like everywhere we look, there are people who are homeless, people that you would never have thought that they would be in that predicament. And truth be told, all of us, all of us could be in that predicament. And it's so true that we could be one paycheck away from being homeless. So when I saw the tent set up, my heart went out to them. And what I really wanted to know was what is their story. And I'm praying that I will find the courage to somehow maybe take something to them, some food, some something, so I can find out their story if they're willing to tell it. But that's why the name of this is Can You Hear Them? Do You Know Their Story? I think it's important that we stop looking at panhandlers as if they are doing something wrong, and maybe try to figure out what is their story in a safe way and what we can do to help each other. I think that we have got to be able to put on someone's shoes and feel what it feels like, even if we don't have to remain in that situation. This picture, that when I looked at it after I had taken it, reminded me so much of the heart that was exhibited by Saint Mother Teresa of Calcutta, India, and how she loved the poorest among the poor. I see us as Americans being so rich, even the least of us are so much richer than folks around the world in material things, but we lack in other things. And I think that maybe what we're going through right now, whether it's inflation or whatever, with rising gas prices, food prices, with rising cost of living, with people being in debt and more debt than they can ever uh, even see themselves getting out of. What I see this as is an equal playing floor, just so that we are no longer numb to the things that other people are suffering. So I am going to give you a couple of Bible verses to think about. And I just want you to think about the next time you see someone who may be living out on the street, who may be out there panhandling. What way can you, as one individual, lighten their load? I'm not saying enable them, add to bad habits. I'm just saying, in what way can you show compassion? Just think about it. So, the Bible verses I want to leave you today are all coming from the New King James Version. And I have 4 of them that I want to go over. And I'll read them one after the other. The first one is coming from Matthew chapter 11, verse 15. And it says, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." The second one comes from Philippians chapter 2, and it's verses 3 through 4, and it says, "Let nothing be done through selfish ambition or conceit, but in lowliness of mind let each esteem others better than himself. Let each of you look out not only for his own interests, but also for the interest for others." Proverbs 18, chapter verse 13. "He who answers a matter before he hears it, it is folly and shame to him." And then, last but not least, Titus chapter 3, verse 2 says, "To speak evil of no one, to be peaceable, gentle, showing all humility to all men." So, in closing, I am going to have attached to the description of this video a link to a song that is called "Here I Am, Lord." I want you to, if you can, play that and listen to the words and ask yourself, what is God trying to tell you to do in such a time as this? Thank you for your time. I hope that this video is saying something to you. If you find it inspirational in any way, motivational in any way, please give it a thumbs up. If you think someone else needs to look at this video, please share it. I thank you again for your time, and may you have a blessed day.